any of this started.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays.
I'm fine.
So episode 6 was one heck of a ride, so just what on earth is going to happen in episode 7? Considering we just had the 90s merged with the 2000s, then we are clearly going to have the upcoming 2010s episode next, unless they play a sneaky bait and switch and have an entire prequel episode showing Wanda taking Vision's body from Sword HQ, which is rumoured to be upcoming. Welcome to Superhero Nexus. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. Please do subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a video from us. And let's jump in to our Wandavision episode 7 preview. Now, from the promos we have just seen, well, just one last obvious sitcom parody is left, which looks like it is paying homage to the biggest trend of the late 2000s and early 2010s, which is the Modern Family and The Office, talking heads and monologues. Now, it was in a mid-season trailer last week, so we are going to get around about 10 episodes, and unless they do a How I Met Your Mother afterwards, then this Office mashup might be the last sitcom that they actually have, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, a How I Met Your Mother sitcom here would absolutely slap. In the promos, it's a modern house, but she's wearing different clothes to that of the shots of her when she creates the bubble. The actors did say that this will be a full-on Avengers movie by the end, and based on this, I do expect a full-on prequel, as the shot of her going to Sword HQ was different, as well as the camera footage, so we will be seeing that at some point from her perspective. I do hope it is in episode 7, but I think they might save that for a bit, as we learn just what the naughty little boy Hayward is up to. We also have everyone's favourite new Scooby Gang, Jimmy, Darcy and Monica, split up, as Jimmy and Monica have gone to get the vehicle the aerospace engineer has made, and they will smash that into the barrier as we saw in the promo next week. It should provide protection going into the barrier, as we learn this episode that Monica's cells have gone crazy, caused by the radiation, and by series end, we will see her with her superpowers from the comics. But will she choose Spectrum or Photon as her name? She may choose Photon in honour of her mother, or might choose Spectrum due to the spectrum of the radiation that caused her powers. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. And just who is this mysterious contact, the aerospace engineer? The lead theory is that it is Talos' daughter due to the leaks, but I personally, and I'm sure many of you would agree, that it would be better if it was one of the Fantastic Four. We've discussed this in depth in my Discord server, which you can check out in my description below. And the idea of the Fantastic Four being multiverse astronauts after this would be superb, leading to them getting their powers. Think instead of space, but they follow the story of 2015's Secret Wars just at the end when the Fantastic Four went on to rebuild the multiverse. I imagine that after Hayward's plans, Monica or someone else replaces him as director. It'd be cool perhaps if Darcy took this over and she does the day-to-day while Monica does the super-powered heavy lifting. One thing I really like is how the Hex could be awakening something dormant in them, just like the Mind Stone with Wanda, as the Wakandan files did confirm as such that it awoken some sort of thing inside her. Well, that is possibly an X gene, and explains why the twins have different powers despite being powered by the Mind Stone. The X gene could start off as the Hex gene, yes, you see, a little wink and a nudge there, but Jimmy and Monica should be able to go in unharmed, but poor Darcy, yeah, she is now in the Hex, and hopefully she's able to retain some semblance of who she is, but I imagine that Vision might find her pretty sharpish there and awaken her so he can find out just what's going on the outside. In the promo poster, we see her with a new outfit with 2 S's, and it does look like she might be Deathcry or something like that, or she could simply just be a 2010s goth, which would be pretty funny as we head into, like the emo phase as well during that time. I'm still hoping that in Love and Thunder, Peter Quill plays Fall Out Boy on his Zune. That is what I want so badly, more than anything else. Some leaks have said we learn just what is going on next episode, but as per usual, I can't really trust these leaks too much, as a lot of them are just 4chan fan fiction. But to be honest with this, unless many leaks are reporting the same thing, I tend not to take them as gospel. Now, considering Darcy is in the Hex and Hayward the Slimeball managed to survive and escape, we may not find out what the real plan for Vision was just yet, but we can look to the comics, as part of the show is based on Vision Quest, a story arc from the West Coast Avengers, which featured a task force of every intelligence agency from countries around the world to come together and steal Vision after he went on a rampage to try and take over the world. But they would have been happy with him because he did actually kind of, go back to normal, but he later rejoined the Avengers with Scarlet Witch, and they had that as the line too far. Now, he was disassembled and then put back together, all the while Billy and Tommy kept going missing, and shortly after Wanda was controlled, which has very big similarities here. He was put back together but had a grey or white look with no emotions, and in my breakdown I theorised that maybe his memories were perhaps kept in the Mind Stone. Also, after this, the twins were revealed to be soul fragments of Mephisto, and then died when he was almost put back together. I expect Wanda is being controlled maybe by Agnes, aka Agatha Harkness there, and Nigtmare possibly got involved to maybe revive Mephisto, hence the kids maybe going missing, maybe a thing at the end, but that's just all complete speculation there. It's clear that our boy Hayward had some nefarious plans, and I think he intended for Vision to become a super killer. Yes, a superhero killer, not just a super killer, as he clearly has disdain for enhanced individuals, as he was angry how Monica is constantly going to bat for the enhanced, like Wanda, and as well as Carol, as there was a tinge of hate in his voice when he did mention Captain Marvel herself. He mentioned how the last 5 years were hard, and it's evident in the scene in Endgame when Natasha is talking to the survivors and I guess the new Security Council. Maybe Hayward is salty that Carol buggered off and didn't help Earth, and I like the idea that he's creating some very early Sentinels from Vision as the mutants emerge, with the X gene finally being awoken by the Hex and Infinity Stone radiation. Now, I like the idea of this radiation, and it's interesting that maybe Carol did cause Maria Rambeau's cancer there by having the radiation, as she was caused by, or at least got her powers from, a Infinity Stone. So that's another one there as well. And I do like the idea that this is going to extend across all of New Jersey. I do hope we get some answers regarding Pietro in the episode. It became even muddier as to just if he is Fox X-Men Pietro or the Devil in disguise. He mentioned Demon Spawn to the kids. He knew everything and even did the devil horns at the start of the episode. So there are a lot of clues there. We even see the dead face like Vision did with a neat jump scare. However, this is just my idea here, that it may be a merge of the Pietros due to magic going wrong, and Vision will unlock Evan Peters' Quicksilver mind, and he's simply playing the MCU version. So I do think that what's happened here is that just simply the Fox X-Men Evan Peters has been drafted into this world, and just like the rest of the Westview inhabitants is playing someone else, and here he's playing the MCU version, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, we've seen Vision unlock minds, and this could be how we learn he's truly from another Earth. Of course, that's quite a thing for the next episode, and not a finale, but it would be a great finale all the same, as maybe Magneto will come to get his son back. But hey, a man can wish. So let me know, what are you excited for this season? Let me know your favourite moments of the last episode, And please do drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.